Hello, everybody. Welcome back to The Beauty Brief, your go-to podcast for all things makeup and beauty. I'm your host, MaddiePeed, and let's get into it. Now, before we dive into latest beauty launches, smash or pass, I really would love for you guys to subscribe to this channel. I bring out a new episode of The Beauty Brief every single week, and having you guys subscribe really helps push it out to other people so I can keep creating this show for you guys. I'm so close to hitting monetization on YouTube, so maybe with that, I can buy like a fraction of a Louis Vuitton lipstick. But also, I want to give a big, huge shout out to everybody who's been watching my episodes. Seeing your guys' comments and replying to you guys is one of my favorite things. Either way, blah, blah, blah. Love you guys so much. Let's get into it. So obviously, you know the drill, starting out first with latest beauty launches, smash or pass, where we go through all of the new beauty launches which have been announced or teased or leaked for that matter, and I will tell you whether I think they're worth a smash or a pass. Okay, starting out first with some new primers from Fenty Beauty. I know she was like discontinuing some old ones. Does she still have the Pro Filter? I don't know. Questions, comments, concerns for the gallery. Either way, there's two which she's launching, a mattifying and blurring primer and a hydrating primer. Both of them are called Grip Trip, which is like a 10 out of 10 name. I love that. What primer do you use? Grip Trip, Grip Trip, Grip Trip. Got a nice ring to it. Either way, the mattifying and blurring primer says a gripping primer with mattifying and blurring skincare benefits that deliver a smooth, filtered finish that makes your makeup last up to 12 hours. The hydrating primer says a gripping primer, okay, so they're both grippy, with hydrating invisible plumping skincare benefits that delivers a smooth, hydrated finish that makes your makeup last up to 12 hours. So both claim that they make your makeup last up to 12 hours. I mean, they both sound really nice. Automatically, I'd be leaning more towards the hydrating primer. The mattifying and blurring primer could be a bit of a hit or miss for me. And I've talked about this before on the podcast, but gripping primers sometimes for me do not work. I find like my makeup just sits on top of them really funky, but I'm into them both. I'm willing to try the mattifying and blurring primer, maybe a little sample at first to see how my skin handles it. But all in all, it's a smash. Okay, moving on to this next holiday product from Hourglass. This is the Horse Ambient Lighting Edit Unlocked Palette. Now, when this was teased on Trend Mood, there was 3 different palettes. One of them was the horse. I believe there was like a fox and something else. I don't remember. Now, when this was first initially teased, I wasn't quite into the artwork. It's pretty. It's just like not totally for me. I'm not totally into it. That is kind of the downfall with the Hourglass ambient palettes every single year. Yes, they're really beautiful, but there's always one year where you're like, nah, I don't like this as much. And then the next year you really, really like it. If you don't know, Hourglass always comes out with a limited edition ambient palette at the holiday times. At the holiday times? That sentence just doesn't make sense. At the holiday times. At the holiday times. Anyways, you get what I'm saying. At Christmas, December 25th. Either way, so like I said, it's like hit or miss. Especially since when they're good, they're really, really good. Like they're stunning. The artwork is always really pretty. This year it is done by a tattooist named Sasha Unisex. So really pretty, and obviously they always team up with an artist. So it's nice. It's like a cool thing to have in your collection. The makeup girlies really get into this. Like the makeup girlies love to collect these. I'm just not that makeup girly because when I see one I don't like, I'm like, meh, I'm not gonna buy it anyways. You know what I mean? And it's also kind of one of those things like once you have one, they're good for a while. I still use my Hourglass ambient blush palette with the 3 blushes from time to time. I don't use it like actively. I'll pull it out every once in a while, but I believe that's from 2014, 2015. Like it's old, but they take so long to get through. So it's like, once you have one, you're good for a while. Do I think it's pretty? Yes. Am I obsessed with it? No. So it's a pass. Okay. Moving on to a new eau de parfum from Phlur. Now, Phlur is a brand I constantly mention on the podcast because they're always launching new fragrances. And I always say, I have not tried Phlur. And I always say to you guys, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. Now, the comments have been a bit like, meh, I'm not sold. Which I appreciate your guys' opinion, and I appreciate you guys letting me know that it's not really amazing. Reading your guys' comments, I'm not like, oh my God, get me that Phlur. There was one I saw in Sephora. They were selling a discovery set and I think it was on sale. And so I saw it and I was like, oh, this would be a good chance for me to try it. I always love a fragrance discovery set. But again, even after reading your guys' comments, the discovery set, I was like, I don't know. I'm just gonna try it to like find out that it's maybe like a meh. You know, now this new perfume also isn't totally up my street. This is the Cherry Stem Eau de Parfum. It says that this warm and wooded cherry fragrance is a fruity floral with a cocktail of juicy, dark, and lacquered fruits served with a twist. Black cherry and lush plum nectar layer with ebony wood and sugared jasmine for a bold yet sweet depth. Hints of leather and a spike of citrus develop into a cherry scent. Okay. Now, initially, I was like, I don't really love cherry, so I probably wouldn't like this. But after reading the description, I'm like, okay, wait. Fruity floral up my street. There's orange, jasmine, warm caramel. That's sounding like a Autumn Dream. But still, again, after reading your guys' opinion on phlur, I'm like, I don't know, especially for how many good fragrance brands there are out there, which you know are like well worth the money. I'll go to them. So I don't know. If you have not given me your opinion on phlur, if you have tried the brand, please do let me know in the comments. One day I will try this brand, but am I trying it right now? No, it's a pass. Okay, new scents of the Touchland hand sanitizer. You already know that the girlies are going to go crazy. You know what? I'm like, people love fall. People are obsessed with this hand sanitizer. So sure, Touchland, absolutely. Do your thing, capitalize off this, whatever. So firstly, they have cinnamon gingerbread, which I'm like, okay. Salted caramel is the second one. And then they have spiced pumpkin teeny. Oh, they also have a fourth one. I need to scroll down. Sorry. It's peppermint mocha. Now I love peppermint. And I also feel like peppermint would probably be like the best scent for a hand sanitizer. This is kind of my thing with like the Touchland hand sanitizers. I'm like, call me old school, but like, just give me some hand sanitizer. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to like smell like that or like taste it. I don't really need it in like every single thing. I don't know. Obviously, a lot of people love this and they do want that in every single thing, like their hand sanitizer. So you do you, girl. I don't know. Am I rushing to buy this though? No, it's a pass. Okay, we have more holiday collection announcements. This one is from NARS. Now, NARS is always one of those collections I'm like really looking forward to. And this one, I'm not gonna lie, I'm like, okay, NARS, have you been watching the podcast? Have you been hearing what I'm saying about needing to step it up a little bit? Before we get into this collection, I really want to make my opinion known on NARS. I love NARS. I think NARS has like cult classic products that people always go to. So it's like when you have that, you don't really need to worry about like new launches, especially since I always make this clear on the podcast, but like makeup brands don't just need to like constantly be launching things for the sake of launching things. It's kind of how the beauty world feels at the moment. It's just like launch. It's just like focus on the products that you have, create really, really good products that are going to be long lasting in your brand that people are going to constantly go back to for years and years and years and years to come. But yet we live in this beauty world right now where it's, like I said, launch, discontinue. And it's like, if you're making really good products right off the bat, you don't need to discontinue them in 6 months, 12 months time. You know what I mean? So that being said, I think NARS is that brand that has those products that people constantly rely on and will rely on for years and years and years to come. However, their collections, that's where they've been missing the mark for me and what I've mostly been talking about on the podcast. So I'm glad that NARS has been watching the Beauty Brief to like really understand our opinion, really get a grasp on it and go back to the drawing board. Thank you so much. They were like, Maddie on the Beauty Brief said that we need to work on our collections. So I think we need to do that. And I'm like, yes, ma'am, you do. Okay, great. Okay, so firstly, right off the bat, the packaging is stunning. It's this like lilac-y, like futuristic looking packaging. Now they did collab with an artist, which is another reason we absolutely love NARS. So the artist is Iris Van Herpen. Don't know her, but cute collab. Love it. And that's the other reason I've always loved NARS collections in the past is because they collaborate with artists and it doesn't really matter whether you know the artist or not. It's just a good collection. It's just good makeup. And you're like, ooh, that's cool. That's different. That's fun. I want to get my hands on it. So running through the products, they are launching a light reflecting prismatic powder, which sounds very interesting. There's one shown and it has this like texture to it, like all these like bumps in the powder. I hope you're looking at the picture so I don't need to describe this as much. Sometimes my descriptor words, I'm like, it's the chunky one. That's not a selling feature. Okay, moving on, there is an explicit lipstick in 829A Blame, which is a neutral pink. Sounds so intense. What lipstick are you wearing? 829A. Okay, this also looks really pretty. There is an Aura Illuminating Face and Body Powder. And when I tell you it looks so pretty, it looks so freaking pretty. It has this like marbly effect to it and there's some like pastel yellow, blue, pinks, purples in there. It looks really, really beautiful. I would love to know what the color payoff is like and how it would actually look on the skin. I'm one of those people where I'm like, okay, an Aura Illuminating Face and Body Powder. What does that mean? Like illuminating, gonna give you some glow. So me being me, I would take the biggest, fluffiest brush I have, dunking it in there and just like sweeping it from head to toe. Hopefully it all works out. Hopefully I look good. Okay, either way, there is a Gleam Afterglow Lip Shine. It is a clear lip gloss with a hint of iridescent purple sparkle. There are 2 different blush palettes. They are the Ethereal Oral Blush Palettes. Each of them have 6 colors. The first one is called Lightspeed. The second one is New Realm. So Lightspeed is a bit of a lighter color story and New Realm's a little bit of a darker color story. Really pretty. The 3 top shades in each palette are more of a highlighter shade. The bottom 3 colors are like a blush shade. Really nice color selection. The lighter palette, Lightspeed, the blushes are a bit more like no blush shades. 2 of the shades almost look like bronzers. So for me, who has blush blindness and loves blush, I'm looking at it being like, okay, Okay, it's cute. But the no blush girlies are gonna love that. There's a quad eyeshadow, which looks so beautiful. There's like a really beautiful like pastel-y blue color and like a baby pinkish sparkly shade. There's like a silvery taupey sparkly shade, and then there's like a taupe shade. 10 out of 10. I need that quad. There is also a serum cushion foundation case. They have a cushion foundation. Wait, what? No way. I didn't even know that they had a cushion foundation. Well, this is news to me. I had no idea that NARS had a cushion foundation, so they're launching a case to go with it. Judging by the website though, the shade range is a little bit shocking. I hope that's not all the shades. There's 7 shades. Yeesh. Okay, probably why I don't know about it. Either way, the cushion foundation case looks cute. Okay, there's also an Orgasm Afterglow liquid blush and a Lip Shine lip duo. I mean, would it be a NARS collection without including some sort of orgasm product? Probably not, so it's fine. It's fine. I think my standouts for me are the light reflecting prismatic powder, the aura illuminating face and body powder, and then the quad eyeshadow. I think everything else is like good. Those are just my standouts and what I would initially go for. All in all, I think it's really beautiful. I think this is like heading NARS in the right direction. So like I said, I'm glad that they've been listening to this podcast and like taking the notes down. All in all, it's a smash. Okay, more drops from Fenty Beauty. They have a new Mista hair and body fragrance mist. Now it said on Trend Mood, we asked and they delivered. So I assume this is already like a pre-existing smell. Here's what I'm gathering from the description is that their hair products, the smell of their hair products, which I've yet to try, had really good reviews. People were really raving about them. And now they've brought out a hair and body fragrance mist in that scent. That's what I'm gathering. Please correct me if I'm wrong. The description, which is why I'm thinking that that's the case, says this. The Mista drops you in the head-turning opulence of Fenty Hair's signature scent, Amber Bouquet. I was really playing it off like I was doing this like really heavy detective work to figure that out when they literally say Fenty Hair's signature scent, Amber Bouquet. Either way, we'll pretend that I am like the detective of all detectives. It says the head-turning power of a good hair day bottled in an irresistible scent with notes of warm florals, amber, yuzu, coconut, vanilla, and sandalwood. That sounds delightful. If that's what the Fenty hair products smell like, sign me up. Just very particular about my shampoo and conditioner. Like I get on one that I like and that's what I'm using. Because messing with your hair care routine is just one of those things where I'm like, one wrong shampoo and condition and my hair is greasy the next day and I got to do it all over again. You know what I mean? I don't want to do that. It's like trying like a different primer and like it could all go wrong. It's not a good time. Like you find what you like, you find what you use and you stick to it. I should venture out more though because I love hair care products. I love my shower routine and I love like showering. I love grooming. When people are like, what do you like to do in your spare time? I'm like, groom. Like if I had a free evening, my ideal evening would be, you know, go get a nice bottle of wine, maybe some takeout, you know, maybe I'm going to cook dinner, make a nice, just something to like delicious to eat. Then I'm going to have like a really nice long shower or long bath. And I'm going to use like a nice body wash and then moisturize after and like do my whole skincare routine, maybe a face mask. Like that's my ideal evening. People are like wanting to adventure and I'm like, I just want a good body butter and a good bottle of wine. I'm easy to please. Either way, am I going to be rushing to buy the hair and body fragrance? Probably not, but now I'm very intrigued about the Fenty hair product. So if you have any suggestions, please do let me know in the comments. Okay, moving on to a new Charlotte Tilbury launch. On the Trend Mood post, it says, new for the face and lips, look who is making a comeback. So something is coming back. Ooh, foundation. Got it. Okay, great. Good detective work there. I figured it out. Okay, first up, she's launching the Airbrush Flawless Matte and Blurring Waterproof Setting Spray. Is this new? Okay, so a matte version of her pre-existing setting spray. I do like her setting spray. I had one tiny little bottle of it once. Then when I went to go repurchase the full size, I was like, you want how much? Either way, it says a light as air, waterproof and mattifying formula to prime and set makeup for up to 16 hours, supercharged with powder blur tech for a blurred, soft, focused matte finish. Charlotte was like, put that supercharged with powder blur tech in there and people will buy it. And I'm like, you know what? Fair play because it's working. Supercharged with powder blur tech. Sounds fancy. And I want to try it. Okay, now the new and improved product is the Airbrush Flawless Blurring and Matte Full Coverage Foundation. I wasn't like a huge user of this foundation. I don't even think I've used this foundation. So it says in the description, light as air, a 3D matte, not flat, blurring foundation that delivers up to 24 hours of full coverage and shine control. Targets blemishes, redness, visible pores, fine lines, hyperpigmentation, uneven skin, and dark circles all in one pump. Oh my gosh. It says powered by Powder Blur Air Tech, not powder blur tech, Powder Blur Air Tech. Getting fancy, even fancier. For intensified visible smoothing, blurring, and re-texturizing. There is 36 shades, which I feel like is meh, if I'm being honest. Okay, she's also coming out with the life-changing lip mask. What a bold name. This is the life-changing lip mask. Okay, ma'am. It says in the description, lip lift technology. Oh my God, she loves using that technology, doesn't she? Boosts the look of lip volume, plumpness, and definition. Cushioning ceramides hydration for a pillowy soft pout. Barrier boosting botanical butters. That's a lot of B's. Barrier boosting botanical butters for for a long-lasting nourishment. There are 2 shades. She has Magic and then she has Pillow Talk. Let's just bang, bang, bang this out. The Airbrush Flawless Matte Setting Spray. I'm intrigued. The Airbrush Flawless Blurring Full Coverage Foundation. Oh my God, these are all really hard to say. Also intrigued. Don't remember the original foundation. Don't even remember if I even tried it at one point. And the life-changing lip mask. Listen, a lip mask lip treatment product has to like really do a lot. It really has to be life-changing for me to spend that kind of money on it. And for me personally, when it comes to like lip products, I love my Ole Henriksen lip peptide. What is it called? Pout Preserve. Olay has my heart. Am I rushing to buy these though? No, it's a pass. Okay, moving on to a collection. Now this is bringing up some like nostalgic feelings here. This is from Beauty Creations and they have collabed with Tokidoki, throwback to Tokidoki makeup. I always used to think I wasn't cool enough to use Tokidoki. Like it was just kind of intimidating and I would walk past the gondola in Sephora and just be like scurrying past, you know what I mean? So either way, there's a ton of products in this collection. And right off the bat, looking at it, I'm like, it's cute. I don't really know like what the current Tokidoki aesthetic would be like. I'm strictly going off of like the nostalgic Tokidoki makeup, which I remember. This is very like light and pink and airy, and the Tokidoki makeup, which I remember was very like dark and kind of gothy and cool and edgy. So I'm just looking at this and it's not like quite connecting. I appreciate that they're bringing out something nostalgic like Tokidoki, but I'm not gonna lie, right off the bat, nothing in this collection is like making me want to buy it. To run through some of the products, they have some blemish patches, they have hydrating spray, they have a lip balm, pH lip balm sets, blush trio. They have a body lotion and mist set. They have a lip treatment, blurring lip crayons, a lot of lippies, stamp and eyeliner pens, single shadows, lip oils. Full collection is $99, so really good price point. All of the products are really, really affordable. $10, $7, $12, $6. So I really, really appreciate that. The one thing I'll always say about Beauty Creations is you cannot knock them on their price. Got it going on. Do I appreciate this collection? Yes. Do I think they knocked it out of the park? No. It's not doing what I personally would love for it to do, so I'm not rushing to buy it. It's a pass. Okay, moving on to some new and improved shades of the Set It Down Ultra Fine Blurring Setting Powder from Fenty Beauty. They've reformulated and apparently improved the formula. The Fenty Beauty setting powder wasn't one I like really was obsessed with. Either way, the formula says ultra lightweight, waterproof, smooth texture, mattifies the skin, blurs the appearance of pores, and protects your makeup against perspiration, humidity, shine, second skin finish. Enriched with hyaluronic acid, chia seed extract, helps regulate excess oil throughout the day, transfer free and won't crease. The shades are good. I'm intrigued about this new formula. Like I said, the Fenty Beauty powder wasn't one I was like obsessed with. I couldn't quite get it to work for me in comparison to my other setting powders. So I'm intrigued. I'm curious to know what you guys think. Am I rushing to try this new formula though? No, it's a pass for now. Okay, moving on to a tinted moisturizer I probably will never try. Let's just put that out in the open there. This is the new Gucci Glow Skin Tinted Moisturizer. The description says a lightweight tinted skin moisturizer that provides up to 24 hours of hydration for an all-day healthy glow and a flawless, barely there finish. Glides onto the skin effortlessly for a fresh and natural finish with hyaluronic acid, bakuchiol, and licorice root extract. There are apparently 20 shades, but there are only 19 shown in the picture. The tinted moisturizer is also $59, which I was like, whew. I mean, it is Gucci. I find the one thing about high-end base products, especially when they're like lightweight, is their version of lightweight is like really lightweight, like literally non-existent. I'm like, yes, I love light coverage. I love a tinted moisturizer, but like I still want some coverage. You know what I mean? That's just my personal experience from high-end base products like this. And honestly, I don't even think I've ever even tried a Gucci face product ever. So I'm not like, ooh, yeah, Gucci, love them. And I feel like I never even hear anything about the brand. So it's a pass. Yeah, Yeah, it's a pass. Okay, moving on to another holiday collection. This one, I don't want to speak too soon, but they knocked it out of the park. This one is from Lancome. I know, Lancome. Now, the one thing about Lancome is they actually have some pretty good holiday collections. Like, they come out with some bangers. They're just really pretty, and they're really good, like, collector's items, which I mean is a lot of what a holiday collection is. It's a limited edition collection, collector's items. The beauty girlies get on it, and they just eat it up. So this is to celebrate 90 years of Lancome, inspired by Parisian chic. That means there's gonna be a lot of French here. My French is not very good. So there's a palette. It's the Great Minidier Premium Palette. Okay. Awesome. This I feel like is the palette that they like always kind of come out with. They always kind of come out with like a face palette or like a, you know, multi-use type palette. And this one's stunning. They always have a really, really beautiful design. The packaging is really, really beautiful. This one comes with what looks like 3 blush shades and then 3 eyeshadow shades. The 3 eyeshadow shades are beautiful. There's like a really beautiful deep olive shade. There's like a really rich brown, what I think is a matte shade. And then a really beautiful like true gold. It's almost kind of a darker gold. Looks really beautiful. The blush shades, there's a lighter kind of sparkly, almost corally baby pink shade. And then the 2 darker pink shades look very, very similar, like literally look identical. So I was like, okay, I guess. That one's cute. The packaging's cute, but I'm not looking at the color store being like, oh my God. Now, then there's this adventure palette and it comes with 5 shimmering eyeshadows and 2 lipsticks. This is just so freaking cool. There's 4 eyeshadows, 1 blush, and then on either side of the palette, there's these 2 like lipstick cases. Stunning. 10 out of 10. Oh my God, I love it. It's just making me feel like so nostalgic because I love the like all-in-one makeup cases. They just make me feel so nostalgic. They remind me of like the big Blockbuster palettes that we all used to get at the holiday times. I say all, maybe you didn't get one. I'm sorry. I could buy you a Blockbuster palette if you want to. But that's just what that reminds me of and I absolutely love it. I think it's beautiful. I think the colors are really beautiful. They're very like neutral. There's also another sparkly light blue shade. I'm like, is that the color of the year this year? First it was NARS, now Lancome, whatever. Then there's another cushion foundation case. At first I was like, oh, well, NARS and Lancome are owned by the same people. So it makes sense why this is kind of similar, but no, NARS is owned by Shiseido and then Lancome is owned by L'Oreal. So I'm like, why are these looking like same, but different? But whatever. I guess this year is the year of cushion foundation cases. Either way, they also have their advent calendar. That's not shown in the picture here. They have some blush sticks. They have their Edel lip juicies, which I haven't tried. Those are new. I think I'm getting them in PR. Are they new? New-ish, but I think I'm getting them in PR. Either way, it looks really beautiful. The packaging is really beautiful. Again, that's kind of like what a holiday collection is. It's just like really, really pretty packaging. Is it tickling my fancy? Yes, it is. So for that reason, they're getting a smash. Okay, moving on to a new and improved brow product from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is their micro stroked detailing brow pen. I'm really struggling with the names here all of a sudden. I'm like, now this sounds right up my freaking street. And I mean, one thing we know about Anastasia Beverly Hills is the brow game. She owns it. She owns the freaking brow game. So the description says a long-wearing micro fine detailing pen to create realistic hair-like strokes for full defined brows with a natural finish that lasts up to 24 hours. With balanced ink flow, thank you, a comfortable grip and a sleek design, a thin 0.1 millimeter brush tip and a built-in spoolie brush that lets you seamlessly blend as you go for a natural fuller looking brow. She's literally speaking my language. Now, brow pens are my favorite way to do my brows at the moment. It's just like so detailed and fine and crispy, but doesn't look like you drew on your brows. Like it just looks so natural looking and also very, very long lasting. I appreciate that she claims there's a balanced ink flow because that's my one pet peeve about the NYX, what's their brow pen called? You know what I'm talking about. But the NYX brow pen, I find some of them that I get, it like globs at the end and there's too much ink that comes out and it's hit or miss. Like I'll get one that's fine and then the next one is like ink everywhere and then the next one's fine. So it's like this emotional roller coaster that I'm going through with this product. Lift and snatch or snatch and lift. That's what it's called. NYX Lift and Snatch Brow Pen. Yes, ma'am. I appreciate that it's a very, very thin brush tip. 10 out of 10 for that. I could live without the built-in spoolie brush. I'm one of those people where I'm like, just give me more product and then I'll have a spoolie, do what I need to do. You know what? I don't know. That's just my personal opinion. I don't need a spoolie, but I appreciate that other people like it because then they can just like throw that one product in their makeup bag and then they know they're covered for their brows. They don't have to like worry about packing a separate spoolie. So like I said, she's speaking my language with this product. The shade range is good. I mean, it's always good with Anastasia Beverly Hills. The one thing about it, which I'll be very, very critical of, is how long the actual product lasts. Sometimes you get a brow pen and it's like drying out in the first week. 2 weeks. That was like the e.l.f. one, which don't even talk to me about e.l.f. because obviously we had that whole collab situation with whatever his name is, the comedian, which we will not name. But they came out with a brow pen and I was like, oh my God, yes. Thank you, an affordable brow pen, but the shade wasn't right for me. I couldn't find a good shade match for me. Number two, it was like dried out the third time using it. I don't care if it's an affordable brow pen, then I have to repurchase it more frequently. You know what I mean? But if this one, the Anastasia Beverly Hills one, lasts a long time, sign me up. Say no more. It's an absolute smash. Okay, moving on to some new fragrance additions from Valentino. If you love their eau de parfum, this is totally going to be up your street. I do love their fragrance. I'm just like, these products aren't totally for me. So firstly, they're launching this Valentino Born in Rome fragrance body shimmer. I'm not gonna lie, I was looking at this and I was like, it's giving tube of paint. It's giving Michael's craft aisle. You know, it's not your Valentino. And I get like body shimmer, there's only so much you can do, but I just find you have to elevate the packaging a little bit more if you are a luxury brand like Valentino, but that's just me, whatever. I know some people literally don't care. So either way, this claims to be a 3-in-1 body care that combines makeup, skincare, and fragrance inspired by the beautiful reflection of Roman light like a kaleidoscope, creates an elegant and playful glow on the skin, formulated with hyaluronic acid. Everything has hyaluronic acid in it. I always say that on the podcast. If you want to know the ingredients, it's hyaluronic acid, maybe some niacinamide. You know? So it looks really pretty. It's like a very rosy kind of shade, which I'm like, for me, is it going to look like I'm wearing calamine lotion or body shimmer? I don't know. Could go either way. The other product is the Valentino Born in Rome Fragrance Hair and Body Mist. It is a light texture, leaves hair shiny and soft. It can be used on both hair and body and leaves the hair with an elegant floral woody scent. Contains argan oil. So I think it's good. I think it's like a good way to elevate your fragrance game. I think the body shimmer would be a really, really good way to help your eau de parfum last a little bit longer. And you can top off throughout the day with the hair and body mist. So I like it. I appreciate that they're giving options, but are these calling my name? Not really. So for me, it's a pass. Okay, moving on to the new Wonder Snatch powder from NYX. Love a good NYX product. Even their brow pen, which hit or miss because they have globs of ink coming out, but it's fine. I forgive you, NYX, because I love your products. So obviously this is a new setting powder. It says set, lift, and brighten all in one. This good for you powder technology is made with no talc, no silica, that's how you pronounce it. Yep. Infused with green tea for that rich and antioxidants glow of healthy skin, lifting peptides known to firm skin, and high power pigments that brighten and blend seamlessly for a translucent payoff. A lightweight formula for that perfect airbrush look with a mess-free closing mechanism. I love to hear that mess-free. Okay, so the different shades, they have apricot, banana, some cocoa colors. There's a good array of shades and it is very much giving like brightening. So that for me sometimes can be a bit of a hit or miss. I find products like this, like a super brightening powder, you still need a different setting powder and then this type of product afterwards. That's just me though. So then it's like you like double up on powders. Whatever. There's a lot of products going on. So obviously, I mean, the main focal point is that there's no talc in this. And I mean, whatever your opinion is on talc, I personally go back and forth. I've said that on the podcast before. One day I'm like, yeah, maybe we should avoid this. And then the next day I'm like, give me the talc. Like I just need my base to look good, you know? So I really do struggle with this topic and with my opinions on this. I don't know. All I know is that now that the industry is moving more into no talc, because let's face it, a lot of countries are banning it. Like Europe, I think it's pretty much completely banned. So companies want to formulate their products which are going to work for different markets around the world. They don't want to have like some with talc, some without. Like I get it. They're trying to just make it this universal thing. My thing is for this is that now that we're getting into the no talc powders, it's like this whole different game of like, what is this formula like? Does this even work? Is this actually even going to set my products? I don't know. It's this whole new field of trying to figure out what powders are good, what aren't, what's going to work, what's not, what ingredients are going to work, what's not. Because before it was like, if you want a good setting powder, you look for powders with talc. That's just how it goes. Now it's like, okay, now that these brands are formulating without talc, what ingredients do we need to look for that are actually going to work? So I don't know. I'm intrigued. For me, it's the shades for this that I'm like, I don't know if they'd quite work for me and they're quite up my street. So I'm not totally rushing to buy this. For now, it's a pass. Okay, moving on to some new shades of the Gisou lip oil. We're still in the days of new shade this, new shade that, new lip oil. So they are launching 3 different shades. There is Vanilla Glaze, Sticky Toffing, and Milky Mocha. Now, I'm not gonna lie, all 3 of those shades, I'm like, those sound delightful on the lips. However, the Gisou lip oil is a product I still have yet to try. Every time I mention it and every time I ask for your guys' opinion, you guys always say this formula is so sticky. All the reviews I read of this is that it's so sticky and I'm like, ugh. I don't want that. I'm very weird about like texture on my lips. Like if a formula is very sticky, if I feel like I literally cannot do anything with my lip products on, I literally get like claustrophobic. I'm like, get it off my lips, get it off my lips, get it off my lips, you know? So that's just me. I do laugh though, because it says in this description that it is high shine, obviously, and it is a non-sticky finish. But I'm like, literally everything I hear and everything people say about this is that it's sticky, which I feel like some people actually like. If you haven't given me your opinion on the gisou lip oil, please do let me know in the comments. I'm lost. I am lost. For now, it's a pass still. Okay, moving on to a collab, which I need immediately. This is the Bridgerton collab with NYX Cosmetics. I don't even think I finished the last season, but I'll tell you what, when the first season came out, it came out, what, Christmas Day? I watched the whole thing in the first day, and then I watched it again. Okay, anyways, this is the Bridgerton Royal Collection. It's obviously inspired by the elegance and allure of Bridgerton's finest queens. It includes 2 different shades of the butter gloss. There is praline and angel food cake. I really hope both of those taste like praline and angel food cake. I love both those things. They have 2 different highlighters. There's liquid gold and iridescent peach. They also have some blush duos. It looks to be the Queen, Lady in Silver, and then Wallflower. All look very beautiful, but very, very pinky, which I get is like the Bridgerton makeup type and aesthetic, but either way. There's also 2 different Epic Ink glitter liners. Really, really beautiful. One is a gold shade, one is a silver shade. Gold shade is looking like very yellowy though. I was like, ooh, I don't know about you, girl. Anyway, it's cute. It is cute. Okay, I don't want to take away from the fact that it's cute, but that's just it. It's like, it's cute. I'm like, I'm not like, oh my God. You know what I mean? There's a difference. Like, I just feel like there's missed opportunities to this collection. You could have done some like Lady Whistledown kind of theming, something like a blush palette, and it looks like the Lady Whistledown letter, and then you open it as a little blush palette type of thing. You could have done some hair clips that are all like kind of pearly and very like Bridgerton aesthetic. I feel like a perfume type bottle that is a setting spray would be like so cute and so aesthetic. Imagine that. Like the little like, you know what I'm talking about? Like the perfume bottles where you like, like the, you know what I'm talking about. But that as like a setting spray, I said it's just cute. And I feel like there were some missed opportunities. So for that, it's a pass. Okay, guys, either way, moving on to our next segment, which is overhyped or just right, where we go through a bunch of really popular or viral beauty products. And I will tell you whether I think that they're overhyped or just right. Okay, starting out first with the infamous Olaplex shampoo and conditioner. Is it like number 4 and 5? I know that they have all the different numbers. Either way, it's a no for me. I've talked about this before on my other platforms like TikTok or Instagram, but the bonding shampoo and conditioners just do not work for me. And Olaplex being one of the worst ones. I don't really understand the whole bonding shampoo and conditioner. Maybe I'm just not the hair type. I get it. It's obviously working for some people out there, and that's great. But the Olaplex shampoo and conditioner in particular made the texture of my hair so bizarre. It was very like straw-like. It stopped feeling like my hair completely. And it also made my scalp so freaking flaky. I can't even tell you how many months it took my scalp to recover after using the shampoo and conditioner. It just kept flaking and flaking and flaking. And I kept thinking to myself, is this just now my hair type? Like, is this just what it's doing? And it's not actually the Olaplex shampoo and conditioner. But after months of not using the Olaplex shampoo and conditioner, my scalp finally returned to the way it used to be. And I really discovered that it was the bonding shampoo and conditioners in particular that were causing my scalp to flake so much, because I tried using the Redken one, whatever the one is in the white bottle. I used that for like maybe 3 or 4 weeks, and the same thing started to happen. So I cut my losses. The bonding shampoo and conditioners, it's a no from me. It is so overhyped. It's just not for my hair type. I don't understand. Moving on to the La Roche-Posay Ultra Fluid SPF. This is like the #1 most recommended sunscreen. Every time I watch like a dermatologist video, this is the SPF that they always recommend. And for good reason. It is so good. It is so lightweight. It's easy to apply. It doesn't irritate the eyes. I find a lot of SPFs can like get in your eyes and then they make your eyes burn. It's just not a good time. This one passes the test. My boyfriend can use it on his facial hair. I've never had any issues with this SPF. And I feel like a facial sunscreen is another one. Like, you don't really want to like be testing different ones a lot. Like, you just want to find one which works, is going to get the job done, and you rely on it. Unless something like revolutionary comes out, this is the sunscreen that I will always stick to. People go on and on and on about it, but for good reason. It is just right. Okay, moving on to the good old Mighty Patch pimple patches. Not really just like pimple patches in general. I personally feel like it is a very overhyped way of dealing with breakouts. I think the only time that they really come in handy is if you're someone who likes to pick. I think then it's a good way of literally putting like a band-aid over it so you won't pick at your skin. So if you are a picker, the pimple patches are good. Or I probably would have reached for them back in the day when I was still dancing and piling on a bunch of heavy makeup, because I would probably just put the pimple patches on underneath and then put the heavy makeup on top. Then your active breakouts aren't getting all that heavy makeup on it, and you can kind of just like have it avoid it completely. So for those two reasons, they're good. But for people actually like dealing with their active breakouts, I think it's such an overhyped way of dealing with your breakouts. Like I said, always find the best way to deal with them is to literally let them breathe. By you just like patching over them, and even when they're a scar, you're not letting them and you're not allowing them to heal. We don't necessarily want to just like dry them out completely like the old school way of things, where it's just like put rubbing alcohol or put something on it like an astringent to just like dry the hell out of it. That method, you're just damaging your skin barrier. But the pimple patches, you're just like inhibiting the natural healing process of your skin. You want to let your skin resurface. You want to let it do its thing. So like I said, all in all, the Mighty Patch pimple patches, I think they're just overhyped. Okay, moving on to a good shampoo and conditioner. Unlike the Olaplex shampoo and conditioner, we have the Living Proof Perfect Hair Day shampoo and conditioner. I feel like this is one that so many people and hairstylists go on about. And I'll tell you what, the Living Proof hair products in general are so expensive. But every time I purchase them, my hair just loves it. The whole Perfect Day line is really, really good. The dry shampoo, the shampoo and conditioner. They have another product, which I forget it is. I think it's like just a leave-in treatment type of product, but it's so good. I find a lot of the time, like high-end hair products don't actually work very well for my hair. I know hairstylists are like, no, but they're better, and you just get used to drugstore products and the silicones in it and it's coating your hair, so it makes it seem like it's better. But genuinely, every time I use a drugstore shampoo and conditioner, my hair just loves it. It does so well. It lasts better. My hair feels softer and healthier. So a lot of the time I don't spend money on high-end shampoo and conditioners, but I'll tell you what, when I want to spend the money, I always go to Living Proof. So good. One day I'll just be Living Proof till the day I die, you know? Okay, moving on to the Sol de Janeiro Bum Bum Cream, like literally the definition of popular beauty products. Now, do I think it's good? Yes, but that's just it. I think it's good. I think for how much you pay and for what it does, that's where I get a bit like, there's a lot of other like luxury, expensive body products, which I would reach for first before the Sol de Janeiro Bum Bum Cream. I love the Josie Maran body butters. I think they're amazing. I love the L'Occitane body products. I think they're top tier. Sol de Janeiro just feels like, okay. I think if you're willing to spend the money on the Sol de Janeiro Bum Bum Cream, do your research, do some shopping around, because I swear there's other products on the market that you are going to fall in love with more. I'm so sorry, Sol de Janeiro, if you're watching this, but it's the truth. I feel like people just fall in love with the fragrance. I feel like that's what it is. Personally, I feel like it's overhyped. Sorry. Okay, moving on to a hyped up skin tint. This is the Maybelline Superstay Skin Tint. I literally saw this all over Pinterest, all over TikTok. So many people recommending it. It literally would just like pop up everywhere. So finally I was like, fine, I'll try it. I'll tell you what, Maybelline did the damn thing with that skin tint. Price point, good. It's definitely up there for the drugstore. Like it's one of those products where I'm like, ooh, okay. Why is this so expensive? But it's so freaking good. I like it because you can make it more light to medium coverage, but you can also really, really build it up and get some good coverage with it. I love mixing it with a primer or some sort of serum, specifically the Caudalie Vino Perfect Serum. I know. I love it. A little bit goes a long way, so you're not using a ton of product. It's also really long lasting. It's easy to set. It sits with your other products really nicely. I have literally no complaints about this product except dropper bottle. Sometimes it doesn't work very well, which I'm like, I will give you a pass for that one, Maybelline, okay? But either way, if you're looking for a good skin tint product and you want to try something new, this Maybelline Superstay Skin Tint is just right. Okay, guys, either way, that is it for today's episode. If you liked this episode, be sure to like it, obviously. Share it with a friend and subscribe to this channel. Like we said, it really does help push these episodes out to other people. As always, be sure to let me know what latest beauty launches you're smashing or passing, and also what viral beauty products you think are overhyped or just right. Either way, guys, without further ado, I hope you have a great rest of your day wherever you are, and I will see you in next week's episode. Bye, guys.